Let's go to work. As barbers, we cut hair and fade all day. This podcast goes beyond the barber's chair and is about the rest of our story, positioning ourselves for success, avoiding costly mistakes, and continuing to grow and thrive as barbers for years to come. Join us as we look at the whole world of barbering and go beyond the barber's chair. I was talking to a guy named Jason. He's another barber here in the Atlanta area. He had just been through the worst 72 hours of his life. He had been doing a house call with someone, and on his way back home, he got rear-ended. He's okay. I mean, he's got some pain in the head and, in the body a little bit, kind of typical after the accident stuff. They had to take the car in, get it all checked out, and when he went back to the car to retrieve his personal stuff, his barbering equipment was gone. So he's in pain. He doesn't have a car to work with for a little while. His tools are gone, so he's got no income. And now he's got to figure out how he's going to be replacing his income or replacing his tools so that he can get back to work. See, we barbers, we have all kinds of training in hair cutting, fades, and all other things hair. But when it comes to everything else, there's not a lot of information out there. And barbering is a specialized profession with all sorts of quirks that they don't meet the typical business model for a lot of different professions out there. Now, there are many resources which are available, but we barbers, we just don't seem to really know about them. And most people who provide the services, they don't know how to make it relevant for barbers so that we can understand what it is that they do and how it can actually benefit us. We know we have to do certain things, but we really don't know all the mechanics about it. A lot of our knowledge is based from barber to barber, or guys will listen to someone and they say, okay, make sure you do this. Okay, great, I got to do that, but we don't really know what it is or how it works or even how to do it. We just know, hey, call this person there and pay them some money, they'll do it for you. And that's about it. Well, I was able to introduce him to some people who I know. The first one was a person who's a business banker. They were able to put together a quick emergency line of credit for him so that he was able to go out to one of the stores here in Atlanta and get equipment back. He was back in business. I also introduced him to a chiropractor friend of mine. Now, he works with several barbers. He understands what we barbers do on a day-to-day basis. We're on our feet all day. We have tools in our hands. Some of us are working in weird positions. He's able to tailor treatment for barbers specifically. So that got the two of them together, and it helped with the pain quite a bit. So that was a really nice thing to be able to happen there. Now, the third person I introduced him to is an insurance agent. Now, it was too late to help him with what had already happened, but he's still a mobile barber, and this sort of thing can happen again. So I was able to put him together with an insurance agent who works primarily with car insurance, auto insurance, and also with businesses. And they were able to put together something for him where if it did happen again, he could make a phone call and there'd be a check or money put in his account right then and there, and he can go right back at it and get his tools replaced. It was good to be able to get him in front of these people so that they can help him. But again, in the barber industry, a lot of us just don't know who it is that we need to go speak with or things we need to have in place. Beyond the Barber's Chair is about the rest of our story. It's when we don't have the shears and scissors in our hands, but when we're doing everything else in the world that we've got to do. Like, for example, we know that we have to pay taxes, right? Yet most of us, we don't know the day-to-day steps that we can take to make it easier and to make sure that we get all of our write-offs. And at the same time, be able to show enough income to be able to buy a house when it comes time. We hear things from folks, we should become incorporated, we should get an LLC, and yet we don't really know what they are or how they work, and in some cases, a different kind of corporation might work better for some of us. Many barbers have Instagram accounts filled with pictures of haircuts we've done, yet a lot of us, we have never had someone break down a Google business profile and how to make it work for us. You see, the whole point of Beyond the Barber's Chair is helping barbers understand the resources available to us in a way that we can position ourselves for success. Each week, professionals who work in these other industries will break them down for us in a way that we can actually understand them, so we know what we need so that we can make the best decisions for us and our businesses. I hope this show becomes a resource for you. My name is David Green. I'm a master barber here in Atlanta, and I am looking forward to being able to share more stories with you from Beyond the Barber's Chair. That's it for today's episode of Beyond the Barber's Chair. I put links for my guests and for anything we discussed in the description. I hope you got something great and that it helps you as a barber and in life. If you like the podcast, I hope that you will tell a friend about it and subscribe so that you don't miss any upcoming shows. I'll see you next time as we go beyond the Barber's Chair.